So I continue to get the workshop slowly in order as I figure out what I need to do with it and what skills require what tools, and so where they should be stored. Now, one thing that I always wanted to do in the shop is electronics work. But, well, in spring, I was given an electronic microscope that I reviewed on the channel, but my partner, Thais, liked it so much, she was like, that's not going to the shop, that's staying in our kitchen table. And I'm not gonna disagree whenever your partner says to keep the microscope at home. So then a second company offered me a digital microscope, and it's just sat here for so long, but I finally have the electronics workbench cleaned off a little bit. I've been doing a little bit of projects, and I think it's time to finally get this one all built up. And also I need the foam to wrap around a lithium iron phosphate battery I'm building for a antique or old flashlight repair. So there's also that. But what we have here is the LinkMicro LM208S arm 4K 30 FPS flex arm microscope. I had been wanting to film a video of this much sooner, but I've had so many other things to do. I've repaired a lot of items though. I'm going to be using that foam. And we have this little LCD screen. It should be able to record video as well. I think this is cheaper than the other one that I reviewed. But, you know, everything is, if it does the job for less price, well, that's fine too. This is basically like a lamp stand. I like how I finally have a thinner workbench, because growing up I had this super thick one and none of this stuff would ever clamp to it. I'm just putting it here for now. So, let's see. Okay. Then this goes into here. So whereas my other one had the face on the front, this one has a shorter bolt right here. So it's clearly meant to go, okay, like that. And it's meant to hover in. It's interesting that's upside down. Oh, there we go. Does it have any battery life? Because some of these do have an internal battery, which they can just run off of. It's actually kind of useful. So I see with this mechanism, you can't get it too close to it. Let's see, can you stow it like that? So you can stow it up high. If this is a pretty good price, I could see this working pretty well. You know, this is also one of those things where I could see if you wanted to get a kid one, like a 12-year-old microscope, this would probably be the kind of one you'd get. Just something nice and cheap. Okay, I feel pretty intelligent. I had saved a USB-C cable, because I don't have all that many things that have USB-C, but I'm starting to get some things. I had saved this USB-C cable, and I already had it plugged in, so I didn't even have to use this cable. Okay, so it's not focusing. So I was trying to adjust the lens, but I didn't even realize that this also adjusts the lens. So you can actually adjust pretty well. Let's see, can I? No, I can't make it look outside, but its eyesight outside is pretty good. Okay then. Well, I'm going to leave this on the desk, and I'm going to use it in upcoming projects. That can almost be a thumbnail picture. Well, I forgot to mention, it does not seem to have a battery, and this is the brightness. It's basically only useful at the very last bit. Again though, if this isn't too much of a price, that's not too bad. I just looked it up, and the microscope that I got before and we have at the apartment is like a $300 microscope, and this one's like 150 bucks, something like that. That sounds about right, to be honest. Hello everyone, it's been a few months and I've only had to use this for a few things. I don't really need an electronics microscope for the work I'm doing right now. I'm doing a lot of plumbing work, but today I tried filming a video and just everything weird is happening. The church bells got stuck ringing, and some lady was trying to pull up on the sidewalk in front of me, and my phone browned out while I got an emergency call from a company in the city. They were like, Renoa, the big display in our conference room is flickering. What do I do? And I'm like, try to change the refresh rate. And then the battery browned out, and I had my old phone's dead now. And this thing, I just don't think I can really do a review of it right now. It's cheap. If it's low cost, that's pretty good. One of my biggest issues with it is that, like, you can't grab it to move it. These set screws just will not hold it. It always breaks apart, so you end up being like that. So it's just not sturdy. Really, really not sturdy. And the picture quality is okay. Had a bit of an issue. I was trying to record the video, and I had to just throw away one clip because I couldn't get it to record. So if you hit the camera button, it takes a picture. If you hold it down, it takes a picture. If you hit OK, sometimes it takes a picture, sometimes it records video. I don't know how to differentiate the two. So I bet when I get, oh gosh. See, this whole mechanism here kind of has issues. Not really a fan of it. When I take this micro SD card out, it's probably going to just have a whole bunch of pictures and then one video, which is unfortunate. Remote control. Wait, does this go to this? I don't remember what this does. See, it's been sitting here for a month, and I haven't had a chance to do a video. I'm just not really able to do product reviews anymore. It was great for last year and the year before because it helped me get tools for the shop. But in the case of this tool, I'm not doing a whole lot of electronics work, and the other microscope I reviewed is actually really good. This one, this part right here where the camera meets this, just doesn't seem to work too well. It's a little bit hard to use, and I don't have the patience to work with it right now and film a video. I've been waiting and waiting and waiting, but you'll see this in future videos. And yeah, I figure I'm glad they sent it to me, because I'll probably end up either it'll stay here for years and years, or I'll give it away. I'll give it to somebody that's starting out. But I want to release myself of the burden of making a video of it. It's been sitting here for a month, and today I made myself come here, and it's hot, and I'm just getting frustrated, and I'm like, you know what? Everything's happening. Everything is happening. And I'm just going to call it there. So thank you very much, LinkMicro, for sending me that. I think it's a low-end microscope. And I would implore you to take a look at the way that it links to the arm. I think that could use some work. The rest of it seems okay for a low price microscope. And I look forward to keeping it on the desk and using it in the future. I hope I can get time to do electronics work, but the problem is right now, I've been helping the deli build out, and like this week, the entire week's been lost because I'll tell the owners to go to the hardware store and make a list of things to buy, and they buy half the right things and half the wrong, like totally wrong things. And then they come back, so I do a little bit of work, I put some of the pieces together, and this happened 4 days in a row where they haven't gotten all the parts, the right parts that I needed. They have a hard time following the list, and it's like, you know, I'm not going to go and do it for them. They're going to have to learn to go to the hardware store and pick up the pieces that I tell them to. But it's just been a frustrating experience. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you very much for watching. See ya.